Boxing used to be a sport like for the poor people, but now it's like for a rich guy. You want like faster recovery, supplements, you need money. You want good coaches, you need money. Where to go for all this?
We have your winner,
Shakur, can you let us know how do you get into boxing?
I did serve some time behind bars. So most of the time, I was staying alone. So there was this point of time while I was staying alone, I came across this magazine called 8 Days. It was quite a popular magazine.
It's a gossip magazine.
Yeah, but then apparently it has Ridwan in it.
Okay, so Ridwan's your coach?
Yeah,
okay.
So Ridwan's my coach. So I happened to like bump across Ridwan in that magazine. I saw like, wow, he has quite a number of achievements, and I was quite surprised that a Singaporean guy like actually made it this far. Because like our country is not popular for sports.
Yeah.
So I was quite shocked that like he made it, and he has like belts. Yeah, that's how I came across about boxing. There was a prison warden who also introduced me to boxing.
So before you read this article, were you interested in fighting sport?
Yes, I did have a bit of interest, but I just didn't like
work on it.
Work on it or pursue it.
Right. So when you came out of prison, right?
Yeah.
How do you enter the boxing industry?
Actually, when I came out from prison, the rule was you're not supposed to do combat sports. And then me, you know,
Is this postable?
I don't know, I'm done with it. You can post whatever you want.
Okay.
I just like, I didn't want to waste time. Like, I just wanted to go and do boxing. So I enrolled in a gym called King of Strength.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's how I started boxing until I met Ridwan.
I know one of your first achievements is representing Singapore, right?
No, bro. My first achievement was to be trained under Ridwan.
So Ridwan took you up and then he trained you as a boxer. So you went for some amateur fights first?
Yeah, I fought some amateur fights. I fought twice for development nationals, and I won one of it gold. And then from there, I was scouted to go to national team.
How does that process work?
I think the coaches of the national team will scout people who are good or have talent.
At fight competitions?
Yeah, in competitions, and those who won nationals, you can be part of the national team.
Then you started to go on this journey to become pro.
Actually, being pro wasn't part of my journey. I didn't want to turn pro. You can like ask anybody. I always told them that I don't want to turn pro. I just want to fight amateurs and fight like high-level amateurs, like Olympics or World Championship.
Yep.
And like be the best at it.
But then what happened?
I can plan something, but God has a better plan for me. I did my best in amateurs, but things just weren't going the way that I wanted it to. And then there was this new opportunity to turn pro. And then I turned pro. But when I turned pro, I told myself like, I gotta change my mentality and things I do.
Which actually leads perfectly to my next question. I wanted to ask like, what's the big differences between amateur and pro? Be it like your preparation and then also in the ring.
The difference to me in amateurs and pros is that amateurs is more like a sprint and pros is more like a marathon.
Okay.
Amateurs is only like 3 rounds or 3 minutes. Pros is like 4 rounds or 3 minutes. Then you can go to 6, 8, 10 and 12. The pace is slightly slower. It depends on the fighter. But then like the damage is higher. The high risk, high reward. If you compare a pro and amateur achievement, I would rather choose an Olympic gold medal compared to a like WBC, IBO, whatever belt. To me, it has more values than all these belts.
But you're saying that for the Olympic sport, it's amateur level? Because you wear like the head guards and stuff?
No, only youth and female wear head guard.
Okay.
But I think they are also removing the head guards for the females as well.
Because, forgive me, right, if I'm very ignorant, but I first was introduced to boxing by the YouTube boxing scene, right? So when they started, they also all wore head guards. Then only when they said it's a pro fight, then they took off the head guards.
Sparring, most
So
of them.
that's not the accurate representative. Like amateur and pro both can have no head guards.
Yeah.
Then what about like your preparation or your training? Did it change between pro and amateur?
Everyone knows like I'm a big fan of Bivol. I like how he boxes and how he moves. It's like very bouncy, light on the feet. But in the pros, like you gonna do that for 12 rounds, like you need like really good stamina.
Yeah.
And pros, I feel like they focus more on like punching power, where amateur is like you score the points and then you're out. There are some people who still fight like the amateur pace.
Right.
But I mean, like they've been doing it long, so they are the best at what they do.
As a pro athlete, what do you go through? I do believe that there's a lot of struggles as well, mainly financially.
To be honest, even in the amateurs or pros or whatever athlete or sports that people do, most of us go through like a financial problem or issue. So far, I've never seen any athletes rich, unless their parents are. Yeah, like athletes, they are competing or what. I haven't seen anyone like make big money out of it, but we're still like pushing it, trying our best to reach out to people to help us. The scene is small here, but it's getting bigger, and like we're trying to get whatever help we can. The most amount of money that I spend on is food, but thankfully I have rough guys who sponsor me now.
Shout out, a company
Shout
man,
out to them, man. So they sponsor me, and then my medical, I have Straits Podiatry who sponsor me for my injuries and my recovery. Buying gear, whatever stuff that I want to buy outside, like drinks, like juice.
Do you pay a membership for Legends?
Yeah, I do pay my trainer, but he gives me at a lower rate for the personal training, because like I understand that he needs to make some money. So I'm not complaining. I'm like blessed that like he gives me a reasonable amount, and he puts in time to help me.
From what you know of pro athletes, how do they earn their money? Or rather, really focus on combat sport, right, in Singapore? How do they tend to earn their money?
Most of the people that are doing combat sports, they are doing like coaching, personal training. Like,
So it's not really from the sport itself. They have to do other things to supplement.
yeah, they have to do other things to like get the money.
Okay.
And like to fight is not cheap. You gotta put out your own money until you make it to big stage. Most of us have a full-time job, part-time job, or do coaching, or do personal training. That's how we get our income. And that income, we use it for our training, gears, whatever.
Something like that is a bit more generic. How do you deal with discipline and motivation?
I think motivation, there'll be ups and downs.
Yeah.
Some days you feel really motivated. Some days you just don't feel like doing anything. But there are some people who think that I want to be better than today.
Yeah.
I'm that guy who thinks that I want to be better than today.
It's got to be 1% better.
Yeah, I'm in competition with myself, but no one else.
Yeah.
So I think there are two ways of how people think. But for me, like I'm just in competition with myself.
Got you.
So I want to be like better than myself yesterday, and like every day is a good day.
I guess that's why discipline comes in, right? Because discipline makes you do things even though you don't have motivation.
Yeah, I think discipline is much more important than motivation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
if you have discipline, the motivation will come. But if you have motivation and no discipline, then it's gonna be a bit hard. Like everyone do have their own issues with discipline. But
Do you?
me, bro, mine is just the sweets and chocolates. But I use them for my training, so I guess it's fine.
Working, right? In terms of your career path, right? Where do you see your career path taking you?
To be honest, I feel like I see myself fighting in big stage. My goal is to fight in the same card as my favorite boxer, and like, yeah, it's Bivol. And I
Are
would
the
also
same similar age?
no, Bivol I think it's about 34, 36 now.
So there's still time, huh?
Yeah, maybe in like a few years time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still time.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Riyadh season.
Okay, so your aim is to fight in big events overseas or
Yeah.
locally, whatever it may be.
Because like everyone, like you ask them, they say that oh, Singapore boxing is not possible, blah blah blah, this and that.
But someone has to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean it's not possible because you keep telling yourself it's not
Yeah.
possible. If I believe that I'm gonna make it, I'm definitely gonna make it. With or without people, I'm still gonna make it to where I want to be. It's what I'm gonna do.
How can people help you?
Well, firstly, support the events. There are really talented people in the boxing scene. It's just that we do not have enough support financially, physically.
Like numbers, people
Yeah,
attending.
numbers like we are humans too. We definitely need food. We need like money. There'll be people telling you, oh, look at this guy or Caleb Plant, better videos, they're so good. We can be equally as good as them or even better. It's just that we do not have enough support. And then like everything gonna cost you money. Good gears, recovery, like nothing is free.
Supplements.
Supplements, yeah, if you want to like get better, you need money. Boxing used to be a sport like for the poor people, but now it's like for a rich guy. Like you want good gear, you need money. You want winning gear, you want like good gears, prevent you from injury. You need money. You want like faster recovery, supplements, you need money. You want good coaches, you need money. Like where to go for all this? Yeah, funding, support. Like do support the events that people do, like the amateur events,
Yeah.
the pro events. When you can see like a difference, that the amount of people going to the nightclub or new club and the amount of people going to an event to support someone's dream.
Yeah.
The ratios them up different.
Yeah.
Like if I call you out, hey, you want to go out and drink, or someone of my friends, they probably say yes. Do you want to go and see a boxing fight? Oh, I got this on, I got that on.
But that's usually the same case for
Yeah.
even if you're a business owner, right?
Yeah, and then it's also our job to make it entertaining for them.
Are you an entertainer?
No, I'm just there to fight.
Not a showman.
Nah, sure, man. Maybe in videos. It was afternoon, like 4 p.m. It was like bright sun, so that people can see what's happening. And then like bus drivers are like honking. Then my friend continued to like slash him. Then I say, bro, like he's a human. He's not a meat. Like you chopping him like he's a pig or a cow. Then I say he's gonna die.